Hi, welcome to this video. We are working on XFC, the flagship. It's all up to date, and we want to make some, update some of our articles that are on ArcoLinuxD. So we're making, more or less, we're using a template, let's say, a template, so you recognize that any of our desktops can be installed in 4 ways, 4 options. And we've changed already XOpenBox i3, Phase 3, Awesome, BSPWM, and now it's up to this one, Budgie. 20 desktops to choose from, right? So this Budgie desktop, you can of course type in ArcoLinuxBudgie and learn more about it, but it's a combination with Budgie and Gnome. And as usual, we have on ArcoLinux all the freedom we want, because we have, let's start with the back, which is the most easiest to show. Ctrl-Alt-E if the tweak tool is installed, right? And that's not a big if, that's standard. Then we have just a button to click another desktop. And it's just a install, and Awesome is installed in this example. It's one thing to install a desktop on any of the ArcoLinux, even Arch Linux operating systems. Option 3 is going to build the ISO yourself, right? On ArcoLinuxB, that's maybe something I should tell in this video as well. The D, where is it coming from? That's decide your desktop. Decide your desktop. That's the D. You want to learn about Cinnamon articles, you want to learn about DWM articles, you want to learn about, right? It's install it, learn, follow the articles, and become a master in Linux and in a particular desktop. B stands for build. If we can build ISOs, why can't you? We share the knowledge. It's super simple to make your own personal ISO with Steam on it, with other games on it, with an editor on it, more browsers on it, less browsers on it. It's your thing. It becomes a personalized ISO. That's the B. And then we have 2 options in ArcoLinuxD. You either do nothing, install nothing, and that's this, install the desktop using our scripts, or you decide during the installation of ArcoLinuxD to click on something and decide to install desktops. So let's go for Budgie. Super F7. This is the last video. Off you go. And then we clone and we say, let's install Budgie. We take our ISO, the latest you can find of ArcoLinuxD, Control F, maximize it, start with line 1. Line 2 is if you have problems with drivers, then most of the time it's graphical drivers. Well, graphical hardware actually. And then we boot up into some kind of minimal XFCE, because we want to pass through here. There's nothing to see here in the ArcoLinuxD ISO. The point is that we just need Calamares, and Calamares will do its thing. I made myself a promise in previous video to encrypt this time a system. Encrypting is never done by me. Why? Because I have a desktop, it's at home, it's safe. If you have a laptop and you go on the train, on the tube, etc., and somebody snatches your laptop, well, they need to type in the password. Before they can see anything, they need to know the password. Otherwise, it stays just encrypted. So the encryption and the decryption process, well, it takes a little bit of time, and for me at home doesn't make sense. But we can make a video about it. 3 buttons, big buttons. First, go and check if you want to update the Arch Linux mirrors. Will it be better if you click this button? Well, first of all, you need to have internet, otherwise you can't know which Arch Linux mirrors are the fastest, so you're gonna check it. Cheap part of it is to clean everything up. Say, okay, I have lots of partitions, I have 8 operating systems on there. Don't do it. Frustrating. just delete everything and keep restricted to one operating system. It's my advice. There are too many people out there frustrated with Linux because they want to combine 8 operating systems. Just a story of Facebook. I haven't seen him lately, but there was this person online on Facebook who had this idea: I am going for one particular operating system the whole year, and then I evaluate. That's the best way to get to understand what's happening, difficulties, how it works, the workflow, and all that. In 1 year time, you know what an operating system is. Just an idea. So we're gonna run Calamares. Choose your language. If you want another language, you can. About. Future reference. We are at version 34 today. And the kernel is, of course, the kernel that's on the ISO at this point. This is a particular time. We can have a look if you want to. Right? 5.9. And if I say, go get me the latest, he will download it. If there is internet, he will download it, and it will be 5.9.8. Right? But you can do updates later, right? No need to do this now. Or yes, do it now. It's all about freedom, this particular part. Do you want Bluetooth support? No, I don't have anything that works on Bluetooth. Fine, and so on. Select what you like. Then select LightEM. So I have now 2 options, all right? I have the option to not select anything. Option 2, install the desktop using our scripts. I can show you later, but I'm gonna go for option 1, install the desktop using Calamares. Which means, this is Calamares, which means I select something, one of them, not all of them, one of them, to log in, to have a display manager, and then select my desktop. I could select maybe something else, like for instance, a tiny window manager, together with Budgie. Why not? Just make sure that you keep deeping alone. That's just a tip that I've seen the last 4 years. Keep deeping separate. Next. Other software, click whatever you want, but it's not on the ISO. It will be downloaded, it will be installed, and it will take its time. So the more you select, the longer the installation, the more patient you need to be. Still living in Brussels, Belgian keyboard, next, erase disk. True. I wanted to encrypt, right? Remember? So I'm gonna take no swap or with swap, doesn't really matter what I take here. Not sure, never done this one actually. Let's do this one, never done this one. See that works. So this is the latest, the newest option we have these days. This was there prior in the older versions of Calamares, but this way worked hard for it to work. And we have here a password, right? Very difficult password, you know my first name, very difficult password. And I'm going to encrypt my operating system. So before it boots up, it's gonna ask, who are you? Do you know the password? And off it goes. So again, let's move here. We went for option 1. Install the desktop using Calamares. We click, done. This is a more technical way, and a more technical way is in a TTY. It's a black screen where we need to run lots of scripts. And where are these scripts? They are in Budgie on ArcoLinuxD. You find all our desktops, and Budgie is this one. You will download a folder, and in the folder are all the things you see here. They are scripts that have been tweaked and themed and created. And the point is, after 164 commits here, that you can reuse it. You reuse our work. I mean, it's been there for years, right? It has always been updated. That's what the commits mean. A push, git push, right? And if it's 7 months old or not, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because we want to install always LightEM. We want to have our own personal ArcoLinux packages. We want to have our Budgie stuff, Gnome stuff, Guake stuff, right? And this list is just going to be, well, they go through it for next, remember? It's just going to loop through the list and install everything. It's going to copy paste everything in the shell. If you do not know what shell is, alias shell, just type it in the terminal and read about it. It's important. And then the LightDM service, we're going to enable it. No, not enabling means nothing there. So this is option 2, working with scripts, changing scripts, because you can reuse our thing and say, this list I do not like Telegram desktop, so delete. And this list I don't want to have Discord, delete, etc., etc. Reuse the scripts. You don't need to rename it, just change the content, right? And then put this particular folder online again on your personal GitHub. Everyone can have one for free. True, for free, right? So that's cool. And in the meantime, he's still installing, so I keep on talking. The difference, well, the point is that these are all interesting, and the text is going to be obvious. You install sound, you install Bluetooth and printers and Samba. Samba maybe is not obvious. It's sharing a folder that I have on my computer with others in my network. It's like saying, here are the pictures of a holiday, and you guys can come and have a look at them. So somebody is coming to your computer looking at your data, sharing data in your internal network, laptop stuff, and finding other computers in the network. And all the rest are choices, right? There is not one Linux distribution out there that's perfect for you. Not one. So here we make selections, we make choices. We say, okay, we want to install variety. We want to install Melt Atom Sublime Text. So the first thing we all do is either remove stuff or add stuff. Change icons, change themes, and all that. It's normal. You want to have your own personal thing. And if that's important for you guys, please take a look at Build Your Own ISO. This is as personal as it gets, straight out of our GitHubs. You got an ISO, it's your ISO. It's going to contain Steam, for instance, etc., etc. You just select what you want. Just saying. Now, no, not yet. So he's still installing 11 packages, so we still need to be a little bit more patient. The slider has been improved considerably, so thank you, Calamares team. But in the end, at the bottom here, when you install packages, it's still on the wish list to have a text, something like, I don't know, installing 10 packages, installing 9 packages. So you see more a kind of progress, but he's working, right? Even though it seems that it feels frozen, you just need to be patient. That's my message to all of you. Let's see what we can do more. We can say more, because we were talking here about number 200, 500 and 600 are super important. Those are software distro specific, so things that we think that for this particular application or desktop or ArcoLinux, right? This is what we need. We want dmenu, we want image magic, we want this, we want that. And most importantly, this is our ArcoLinux stuff. So this is the 4 years of work that goes into making all these packages, the configuration of Budgie, the deconf of Budgie, etc., etc. Maybe you're wondering about all these packages and these pieces. Still have to wait. So packages and pieces. Oh, let's go here maybe. Maybe you're wondering what packages, what pieces. Download documents. Cheat sheet ArcoLinux. Download 10,000 times and open it. What packages? Well, we're talking about Budgie. Budgie Desktop, Budgie Extras, Gnome, Gnome Extra, Nautilus Image Converter, there's ArcoLinux Budgie Kit, there's the config Budgie Kit, the deconf kit. And every application desktop has the core packages, the Lego box, the Lego pieces that you require to have a desktop. They're just in here, just a cheat sheet to remind you again, that's how I install it or how I uninstall it. All right, all done. It's incredible, right? It just can't keep talking. Hey, what's this? Boot, grub loading, well to grub. Attempting to decrypt master keys. Enter phrase. Well, this thief that got your system, your operating system, your laptop has been stolen, and I'm gonna type something wrong, right? He's gonna try it out if he can hack my system, if he can decrypt my operating system. And this is what happens. Nothing. The thief in question would like to see all the images and get to know all your bank accounts, but nothing happens, right? And there he goes, access denied, no such thing found, not found, etc., etc. And now he has to really be a hacker because he's in grub rescue. So let's do that again. Right Control R, rebooting VirtualBox. There is no thief. I'm just gonna type in my password and then count the seconds. This is what I do not like to wait for, but I understand the reason why people do use this encryption. There you go. And we're back in business. It's just this little wait and the fact that I need to type in my password for a system that's at home is not convenient. All right, but just as long as you know, guys, another example of so many videos that encryption is working. I guess I need to go back, all the way back. Remember, we went for option 1, installing the desktop with Calamares. So I'm following what it says. First login. Okay, cool. I'm logged in. And then maybe I do a ls. No. Let's do a ls of /. Do you see the word swap file in white? I've never shown this, but I thought about it because there's also a crypto key file bin there. You see? So those are two files, one for the encryption, the other one for the swap file. We do not have a partition. We have one big chunk for an encrypted SDA1, and the swap is not a partition but a swap file. So basically that's what I want to know, right? Is the swap file working in encryption? Sure. Okay, cool. Then we have this mirror thing. Remember, we have this and mirror list, wrong password. It's going from Uniplovidev, never heard of it. Really, never ever heard of it. Okay, mirror. Let's see if we can get a fast server for my neighborhood, for Belgium, right? Arrow up, arrow up. Okay, now it's coming from packagebuild.com. Let's see. Is this a fast update? I don't know. I will know it when we update. Enter. Well, can go a lot faster since last time it was, I think, 30 or 40. So remember, there are other mirror things. There is mirror, mirror S, mirror D, mirror A, and one of them surely will help you. And once we're graphical, we can do Ctrl-Alt-W, and there's also this button, update the ArcoLinux mirrors, because we're always talking about ArcoLinux. So, mirror, check, update, doing it. This is gonna take time. It's make init CPIO. And then, what did I choose? Did I choose LightDM? Was it SDDM? Was it GDM? Or was it AlexDM? What did I choose again, right? And that you have to enable. You have to tell the system, to ArcoLinux, hey guy, I've installed LightDM, and enable it. And then it says, do we want to use Scale? Well, Scale is probably going to be necessary, not always, but as a general rule, if you're working with a tiling window manager, which Budgie is not, right? It's a full-blown desktop, then you better do Scale. So if not, you can skip Scale and have a look how it looks, a virgin Arch Linux look. There's a link in the article to follow some examples, and it's actually quite fun. I had fun making this. You can enjoy a virgin Arch Linux look. So sometimes people ask, what's the difference? What do you bring to the table? Why should I write? This is Arch Linux, this is ArcoLinux, this is Arch Linux, this is ArcoLinux, this is Arch Linux, this is ArcoLinux, and so on. So changing it, making it beautiful is the most fun you can have, I think. So starting sometimes with ArcoLinuxD and figuring out how to make it nice is fun. And that's the point. Learn, enjoy, and have fun, right? That's our motto. So, scale, no scale. Let's do no scale. This is Budgie, right? We will not end in a broken system, like for instance BSP, BSPWM or Awesome. We definitely need a configuration of tiling window managers in our home directory. So, without scale this time, let's have a look. But first, Eric, don't forget, you need to still enable something. Otherwise, you're back in T2I. Would be back in the black screen, this thing. That's not what we want. So let's try a skip scale, any SR, sudo reboot. Moving to here. Oh my God, right? Let's count the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, let's say 14, 15. And everything is back the way it was. Looks. Okay. So this is not the way I would like to work. The wallpaper is not ours, icons are not ours, themes are not ours, and so on, right? Lots of things that are different. Play some music, fine, cool. But lots of things are here already. So the Gnome and Budgie, the packages that are in there, it's actually a group. Do we have internet? I have web. Well, seems to work. Arch Linux Gnome. Let's go for that. Gnome and group. DuckDuckGo. And click. And click. So when you type sudo pacman -s gnome extra, this is what you install. If you go for the right, this is not, it's a group detail. Actually would like to get, well, forget about the staging then, and all the rest is okay. So this is what you install. You install GNOME Chess, probably somewhere in the games or accessories or somewhere there should be chess. If we use GNOME Extra, right? If it's there. Now I do believe that at some point in time there was a tip saying, Eric, don't install GNOME Extra. It just gives us a lot of things that we don't need. And I just got a few of them out of there. Dconf editor, we need that one. And I think that's the only one. And the GNOME tweaks as well is an interesting application. And all the rest we said, okay, let's keep all the rest out. And we just stick to the GNOME group, which is, I hope, this. Yep, that's the GNOME group. So Baobab, Cheesy, Vince, etc. Those guys will be installed. Think again about the repos here. Staging is not what we need, that's here. And all the rest. Anything from the list, the group, it's a group name, and will all be installed. All right, that being said, maybe you don't like the look, right? Let's see if we do a Control-T. No keyboard bindings, right? There's nothing ArcoLinux in here. Termite is there, okay, cool, but Scale. And then we sudo reboot. And let's see what we have done. Oh, it's like third line. Oh yeah, true. just wanted to drink, but first the password. So 15 seconds, we know by now. Just sit it out. Enter. And let's have a look. That looks strange. Why is that? We did the scale. So all our settings, the things we like and love, are in here. Look at that. Icons, wallpapers, themes, anything we like and love. Control T, F12. It all works. The keyboard shortcuts are there. The Control Alt F is not working. Why is that? Control Alt F, Internet, Firefox. Oh my God, right? This is ArcoLinuxD, sudo pacman -s Firefox. It would be nice if I have it. So Control Alt F. Done. And that's how you use the power of ArcoLinux. You can choose what to have, starting with ArcoLinux, the flagship, going for a Control Alt E, and say, wouldn't it be great if I just installed something else? Awesome. DWM, install, wait for it, and it says up here, DWM has been installed. And then just, not this one, close tabs, Super X, shut down. Well, let's not shut down, let's log out. And there are so many ways to be flexible in this, right? This ArcoLinux tweak tool is super flexible. And might be also a good thing that I did this, because you see that Budgie is never alone. You just type in Arch Linux Wiki Budgie, and people will say you better combine it with Gnome, otherwise Budgie is not that useful. You can try it out. Try and install Budgie alone without Gnome, and you'll see what they mean. So DWM, ArcoLinux tweak tool, and there you go. We have here everything that we need to do our thing in a tiling window manager. It's fun, it's flexible. Well, it's called ArcoLinux. Cheers.